everybody, Casey here with Hardworking Mom. So today we're going to be talking about Instagram and Instagram Reels, and we're going to talk, and by the time we finish this video, you should be able to upload your own Reels and know how to edit and add music to them, and then know the features of why you should be using Reels and understanding it. So let's just dive on in, shall we? Reels is an Instagram feature that rolled out around August. When the pandemic hit, you had a lot of people that were moving over towards the TikTok platform and watching these 30-second videos, 15-second videos of people doing funny dances, people doing lip singing, just funny ways to connect with people, because people were desperate for that connection and with like meeting new people online and just, you know, letting everybody know, hey, we're still around here, like we're still here. So TikTok really blew up. And when that happened, you know what happens with anything that Facebook and Instagram do, they get super jealous, right? So they got super jealous of TikTok. So Instagram says, nope, wait a minute, we got this. And they threw out their own type of TikTok version on their platform, which are called Reels. Now, Reels are fully rolled out, so every platform should have them now. They're not available just in the US, everyone should have them now. So if you don't have it on your profile, get with us after this training and let's see what's going on, and we can go from there. Reels can be anywhere from 15 to 60 seconds. You're gonna wanna keep that on the short side, and I'll explain why. What is a Reel? So it's basically mini videos of behind the scenes, content creations, etc. And it's Instagram's version of TikTok. So to understand how these features work, you have to understand what the platform's goals are. The platform's goals is to keep people connected and keep people on their platform. So they make money by you, the user, staying on the platform and creating content on that platform, right? Because then they show you ads, or then they get ads, they get people spending money on ads for products that they want. So it's kind of like a full circle. So when you're creating this content, you're creating it so that way you are making profit for that ad. So just keep that in mind when you're creating your content. The best way to explain Reels and to learn them is to start by watching them. So we'll pull up my phone here in just a second. Reels are going to be available on mobile only. So you will need the Instagram app to access Reels. You can upload videos, and I'll show you guys how to do that too. So they're short, entertaining videos where you can add audio, text, and you can. When a new feature rolls out, they definitely, the app or the program, they push it really, really hard. So with Instagram being new, they are pushing that super hard. So they push it really hard because that's the new feature, and they want to be super competitive, and they want that app or that feature to work, and they want that engagement on the app. So they're really pushing Reels right now. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I open up my Instagram now, that's all I see is Reels. I'm rarely seeing static images or just plain photos or posts. So they've Instagram has seen quite a drop in the usage of the app since TikTok rolled out. So they really want to be super competitive with that app. So that's why they did their Reels. Now, right now, because of Reels and how popular they are, you have a higher percentage of reaching hopefully your audience and growing your Instagram page and reaching potential customers. Daily posts, not so much. So if there's anything that comes to strategy with Instagram, it's also falling on the line with the less is more, but they want more video. So it's going to be kind of up to you and your content creation and how you're going to be working that out, but know that video is going to be primary over regular images. So what should you post? Remember that each different user on the platform is totally different. So your user that's on TikTok might be different than what your user is on Instagram, which we've seen that before, because for example, some of the lip singing and some of the dancing videos, those do not perform as well on Instagram as they would on TikTok. We see a lot more home decor. We see a lot more business owners. We see a lot more creative crafts or I would say like family videos on Instagram. And so kind of got to remember your different users. So your users on Instagram might not be into you doing those funny dances as much as TikTok is into that. So you kind of have to make sure you guys know who your user is and your ideal customer when you're creating your content. What kind of content should you post then, right? You want to post content that provides value, entertainment, and inspiration. Less lip syncing and more inspiration. Instagram has always been about aesthetic. So think of it being like Pinterest and TikTok together, but they want it pretty and they want it flowing good. Instagram has always been about the images and about the video and how clean and crisp it looks. So not as much transition, not as much like crazy colors. It's more like warm and welcoming and soothing. So it's always been about what it looks like and about the aesthetic more than anything else. All right, so let's get started and let's dive in and take a look at Instagram. All right, here I have my Instagram. So you can see right away, the first thing that pulls up is a reel. This is a video. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not a reel. I'm sorry. This is a video that someone's posted to their page. Looks like she is about to dye her hair purple. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll come back to that. So the Instagram home feed has changed quite a bit. As you can see, you now have up at the top right here where this is, these are your stories. Okay. And then you have your plus, which is where you would add content. Okay.
1 through 7.
And then down here at the bottom, you can see where it says post and story. So here's where you would add a story. Hey, all right. And then here is your Reels feature. So all we did to get there was we were at our home screen and opened the app. We hit the plus sign and then we scrolled over to where it says Reels down at the bottom. Okay. You have your audio right here where this is where you can add music. I recommend for some of you guys to, before you guys get started in making a reel, that you go through and you watch some reels. And then that way you can save music that you like, because one of the things that Instagram has done since their massive update back in August is a lot of the accounts do not have access to some of the fun music anymore. We've lost that. And one of my personal account has been hit with that. It also matters what type of account you have. If you're a business owner, there's certain limits to your accounts of your content creations account. So it kind of depends on your account too, because copyright purposes, they have rules on those, right? All right, so here's my reel. You can add your own music. So if I want to just preview it, I can hit that play button over here off to the side. You can see my saved items. So here's all my saved sounds. And then you can see, oh, look, there's more Christmas items that have popped up. Awesome. Taylor Swift is super popular right now because of her new song that just dropped out. So you might see a lot of Taylor Swift stuff. So most of the stuff that pops up first is going to be stuff that's trending or stuff that'll go with your video. Here you have how long you want it. So all you have to do is click on it. So 60 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. I recommend for Instagram, stay in the 15-second realm until you start getting some views, and then let's increase to 30. You can change the speed. You can do ×1, ×3, ×4, and then change out how you do that. You can also set a timer. So that way, if you were doing some sort of movement, you could set the timer and then it would count down for you and do it that way. Here you have all your effects and your filters. One of the things that Instagram did during the pandemic, as well as when people started moving over towards Snapchat for all the filters, and then they would go in and post. Instagram's like, no. If that's what you want some filters, we'll give you filters. And they came out with all these amazing filters. You can also click on these. Oh, sorry, let me go back. So how I went back is just swipe down. Do you see this little star asterisk thing? It'd be right here. You can click on that, and that's how you can find ones that you've saved, which is here. You can find different trending items, reels, and appearances. Reels are popular, so like some of these are being used in some of the reels. And then appearances. Of course, I love the appearances. I love a good filter. Like, why not, right? So if you're going to be showing your face or doing something with you, it might be fun to, oh, wow, okay. It might be fun to, that's too much makeup. It might be fun to do something with these and to do a little like different feature here. And you see where it says tap to change. So I can change the color to like super bright. Wow. Yeah, so you can kind of like play with this. So it's kind of cool that they have all these different little features here. I can list some of my favorite ones. This is definitely one of my favorite ones. It's called Retro Cam by this user here. And you can just, when you find so if you're scrolling through Instagram and you find something that you like, you can always save that effect. And this is one of my favorites. Say hi. Hi. All right. So let's dive in. We kind of played a little bit with the features. You can see the flash up here at the top, night mode. I'm going to turn both those off. We're not going to need them. And then up here's your settings. So you have your reel settings. You can save it to your device if you want. And now, just so you know, when you save it to your device, it will not save the sound, because of copyright purposes and trademark, how they use the sounds that are used on Instagram stay on Instagram, which you wouldn't want to go take your Instagram reel anyway with the music and go and transfer it over anywhere else, because that's the whole point of each of these apps offering. But you could take that same video and then go apply that music to each of those other apps. All right, you can choose where your camera tools are, the left or right side. I like mine on the left. And same thing with stories. You can go in and change and edit how those go to. I do want to save that because I'd like to see if we can repurpose this. Kids. All right, so let's upload a reel. So first thing you can do, so say you have a video saved in your phone that you want to use, you can come over here to this little, where you can see my hand covering my face right here. I can pull this up and I can grab any video that's on my phone and I can use that. So let me see if we can, let's use this one of Avery. I can trim it down. So see right here, I can trim, by pulling these in here, I can trim what she's doing here. I don't have to show all of this. I can just trim it to where she's doing the spins. For the sake of editing, I'm just going to leave the whole thing. I can scale it so it's scaled to different sizing. It looks good how it is. All right, so what it did is it went to the preview. So what I can do now is I can come in and add the video. Okay, so now I can pick out some Christmas music. So Avery's asked for a horse forever. So let's see if we can find something like Christmas tree. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I just changed it so that way that would be in there. Now you can see there's the video. It doesn't fit, but it's okay. So what I can do is hit that done. And then if I want to add more to it, I can. So I can add some more to it. Let's shorten this down. And then let's go and done. Come back down here. And let's grab another video. Let's add that too. Okay, so now let's come over here where it says preview. We're going to click on that. Okay, so kind of cute, right? So what I can do is I can come in here and I can add captions if I wanted to. No captions can be found. You can come add gifts, so I could do horse. And I can add, so right here, do you see how I'm dragging this? So when you're dragging these, it tells you where this stuff lines up at. So here's where my caption would be, what the music is, and my username. So I'm going to want to make sure I'm not dragging something that can't be seen. So if I drag it over here, it's not going to be seen on the side because this is where the likes are, the comments are, the shares are, and then the 3 dots to either report or do something. So what I'll do is I'll just post up here in the corner. Okay. I can also go in and add some sort of filter over if I want to, which that kind of looks cool. You can add some different transitions. that one. We'll just hit done. I can come over here and I can control the volume. So I can turn down this volume right here with the Kelly Clarkson, and then I can add the camera roll volume up higher. So let's show you what that looks like. So I can control the audio there. I can come in and add text. Bonnie's the name of the horse. So I can do this, and then you should be able to hold it down, and I can pin it there so it'll stay on that slide there. Okay, and I hit next. So if I hit next, that means I'm done editing and I'm ready to post it. I'm gonna shorten this up because it's actually too long. So let's go like to right like here. Okay, super cute. So I'll hit next. Sorry guys, I know that music gets super annoying. I wish there was a way to like turn it down until you're done, but I would forget to turn it back on. All right, so then you want to write a caption. And when you're writing captions, you want it centered around what the video is. So I would not use like hashtag barbecue because we're not barbecuing. It has nothing to do with the video. So what I'm going to say is horseback. Or let's see, let's do a girl and a horse. Let's see here. My very own cowgirl, horseback, riding, horse lover, Bonnie, because that's the name of the horse. Barrel racing, because that's what Avery's about to learn. Let's do 4-H too, because Avery's going to be going into 4-H. So let's do that. Utah. And then I'm going to do Grantsville, because that's where we are at. Okay. So I'm going to hit okay. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hashtags. There's the hot number for hashtags is they've always said 30. I've never been able to come up with 30 hashtags without repetitive. So I would just come up with as many as you can. I would definitely say try and do more than 3, especially for reels. So here's where it'll share to your home feed, what you want. Crop image. So the profile image, what it shows. I'm going to pull this down so it actually shows them instead of like the feet, because that won't get anybody's attention. So I'm going to use that one. You can change the cover. Might be a little bit slower. So you can add the cover from the camera roll. So what I could do to get people's attention is show Bonnie's face and do it that way, or I can change it and do something else. How about we do that one? All right, so there's the cover. So the covers of Avery smiling like crazy and then the horse coming towards me. I can crop the profile image and I can, use it within. So I could do it like this big, which that looks really good. So we can do it like that. I'm going to choose my location. I'm going to do Utah. I'm not going to tag anybody because I don't know anybody that's in here, but if you wanted to, you could tag people, or you could tag, like, so say you're at a craft show and you're with another vendor, you could tag that other vendor in your reel, which would be awesome because then, you know, her viewers would see it too. All right. You can click here on this advanced setting. You can add paid partnership. We're not going to do that because nothing I have right now is paid partnership. And we'll talk more about that once we get more information on how that feature works. So now what I'm going to do is just hit share. And you'll see that it says sending and it's uploading. So we'll just take a minute. So let's go and browse reels. So reels before you have to use to search for them to pull up. Now they have their own. So right here down at the bottom, you see where it has the little home down here, the little magnifying glass search icon, and then that little play button. So these are reels right here. So I'm not sure why the volume's not working, but so you can see some of the reels here. You can see that here's the cutest thing you'll see on the internet. Here's a Christmas. This is perfect for home decor stuff. You see like the transition. Oh, here's the before, throw it up. And then all of a sudden she catches it. And it's a great transition because she actually caught the ball exactly where she would have been before. Some more home decor. You can definitely see a difference between Instagram's reels and TikTok. You're going to see more, let's see if we can get so here's a reel. Okay, so to tap, turn the music on, tap, turn the music on, tap again. Now say you didn't have this song and you wanted it, you can come down here where Kelly Clarkson's face is. Do you see where it's doing that little music icon right there? You could click save audio and it would save it for you. You can click this right here, heart, which is a like. You can comment here and you can use emojis. Of course, everybody knows that Instagram loves emojis. So I could say, go baby girl. Okay, and I can share it here. So I can add my reel to my story and click that, which I recommend anybody to do. I could also send it to somebody if I wanted to. Okay, so let's just scroll through and let's look at some reels. So here we have.
I've ever heard, and that will stick with me to the day I die, is if it makes you happy, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else.
Oh, I love this. So if I wanted to save this sound, I could click right here on the sound.
One of the most important quotes.
And click save.
One of the most important.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
So this is actually really cool. I used to follow this these people. They brought a bus and they flipped it. It's been really cool to watch that.
I'm feeling good. G-double-O-D. If you got negative energy, don't be around me. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
She's cute. All right. Okay, cute. Yeah,
I said
that's
it
an ad.
before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
So I like this audio too, so I'll save this and it'll tell me it's saved.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you can see the transitions are super cute. You can also follow somebody right here. So you can click follow or unfollow right here.
There's nothing that comes out of quitting.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming.
So you can definitely see where I said about the family-friendly environment, that you have a lot of friendly, like I see a lot more like kids being shown on Instagram. I see a lot more do-it-yourselfers, renovations. Workouts are, I see a lot of workouts on TikTok too, but I do see some on Instagram too, but I like a lot of the sounds that are on Instagram. You can see, so there's just a lot of things, weddings, a lot of stuff like that. So let's go to, look at this cute dog. Oh, here's
a
cute.
lot like Christmas.
So a little gingerbread house or a Christmas
Everywhere
village or
you
something.
go.
Cute. All right. So you can see all the different videos that are going on here. Let's come over to this search here and let's search hashtag wreath. Okay, you see where it says top accounts, audio tags, places. I'm just gonna click wreaths and we're gonna hit this. Okay, you can see this is a reel. There is not a lot of reels on wreaths. So this is a very good opportunity for you guys to take advantage of creating your own reels and using Instagram to reach. So let's come back here and let's click on this.
Please carry me home.
Good music. Now it follows like with the transition she's doing. So she's making her own little mini wreath and she's just showing how she did it, right? So you guys could easily do something like this. You guys could take little mini clips of you doing like step 1, step 2, step 3, and then you could add them all together. So that's a really awesome way to do it. Let's look at wreaths of Instagram because this is a popular hashtag.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door.
Cute. So there she's just hanging a wreath on a door with some cute music, and I'm sure she's gotten really good views on that. So that's really awesome. So I'm assuming this is gonna be a cookie wreath. Pretty. Okay, so you can see different reels that way. So this again is a post. So how you know that when it's a reel, it has that cool little video clip. Oh, sorry guys, has that cool little video clip right there. So that's how you know if it's a reel or not. Let's look at Christmas wreaths and see here, because we are in the Christmas season. So here's a reel right here, someone painting, not necessarily an actual wreath. You can see some home decor here. They don't have wreaths in their photos, but they're using the hashtag Christmas wreath. We're gonna see if we can find any reels. Usually the reels are at the top because they're pushing them so hard that if there was a reel, it'd be up at the top. It would not be down here. So let's go ahead and switch gears. Let's switch over to Lori's Instagram here. So you guys can see what her reels look like. So we've been playing with different types of reels and how we want to do these and incorporate and what does better. So here's a little short one, and I actually did upload this from TikTok because I could not find this audio. And then, yes, that is my Christmas tree. But I was trying to play with the reels to get to see what would work. And this type of reel or this type of video content with this action, like it did with the music in the background and the shaking of the camera, this does amazing on TikTok, and it flopped here on Instagram. She had 69 likes and no comments, compared to
The greatest gift that
when we
you
did
can
this
give yourself
motivational one, she had
is to
1
find
comment and
something that you're
73.
natural.
So I can kind of see what they're looking for. This is actually a post of a video.
Hey TikTok, we need your help. Help us wish
Here's
our
a reel.
boss, Lori Jacobs, the hardworking
We had
mom.
64 comments on this one. And then
Hey TikTok, we need your help. Help us wish our boss.
118 likes. Let's see. These are all videos. We want to do reels. So the difference between a video and a reel, this is a video with the little play button like this. So video, reel. The reel has the 3 dash lines, like cut, action, you know, like that, like I don't know what those things are called, but that's what a reel is. So here's a reel. So this one did really, really well. So bow videos do amazing. This is a great speed of the video. Great little soft music. Another video. Video.
Our project.
Product. Here's a reel.
Hey everyone. So I know that there has been a lot of questions about my wreath retreat that is going on October 21st and 22nd. We did sell out the in-person tickets, but because we had a lot of requests.
So that's talking about the virtual.
Hey.
Here's another reel. You can see the words are cut off at the top, so this is probably not one that I would have used just after like looking at it. Let's count these hashtags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I would still try and use 30 on a. Well, that was a reel, so that's a lot of hashtags for a reel. And let's see. Wreath business.
For school to start again, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Okay, they took that from TikTok. TikTok will go there. It's going to be a matter of time. Look at Lori's videos are totally featured in here. There's Lori. That's awesome. So it's going to be a matter of time before TikTok and Instagram go, hey, guess what? You can't do that anymore. So start now. I know I'm guilty of posting this too. So start now with posting. You can take the same content and revamp it and use it for Instagram, but you do not want to use the TikTok logo on it. So there is an app called TalkSave, TOKSAVE, to remove the watermark. Or what I would do is actually come to Instagram first and upload it to Instagram and save the video, because the video that we just made with Avery is right here, and there is no, oh, there is. They do have a watermark. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to do that, because the watermark is there too. And I don't know if that TikTok save would remove the watermark. So when you're making your content, yes, you can use the same content. You just got to use the original and then go in and add your features. So let's try another one. Let me get a video first, and then let's go in and add, and let's upload a video that is more of what you guys would do for your guys' products. All right, I got a video for Lori. So let's go back over here to Instagram. Okay. And here's the reels right here. So you can see all the reels ever done right here. You can see all the videos, which is like IGTV. But I think that'll be going away before you know it. So I would expect all these to merge into one. And then here's just her daily posts. So we're going to do a reel. So I'm going to come over here to the reels.
Small business.
Before I showed you guys that you can come up here to this plus sign and then add a reel right here. We're going to come over to this way.
To the person supporting my small business.
And we're going to click that little camera up there at the top. Okay. So what I'm going to do is come down here to this little square down here over where it says reels over to the left. I'm going to click this and I'm going to grab this video right here. And then I'm going to add a music, but I want to look at it first. So let's go over here to preview. So I can come over here and I can do camera audio. I can add music, or I can do a voiceover. So let's do music. Let's do this one. Now, if I wanted to, I could explain what she did in this video too. So I could use my voice and explain why she cut the ribbon like she did. And it's so all of the trees are going the same direction. So if I wanted to, I could explain that. And then how she fluffs the bow and rolls and curls it. I like it like this though. So let's just do that. I can add some text in here. We can come over and add some GIFs. I'm gonna add some snow. Like Merry Christmas. Oh, I like this one better. So to delete, I just drag and drop it in there to delete. It's moving my snow. There we go. Cute. Okay, so we're gonna leave that. I really like that. Okay, so that music all flowed. Everything looks good. So what I'm gonna do here is Christmas bow with trees all going the same direction. And I'm gonna use Christmas tree bows, Christmas bows. Usually what I would do is some hashtag research beforehand. But you can also kind of, when you start to get really, really good at using what hashtags you know, or hashtags that are convenient and relevant to what your video is. So we're going to stick with the Christmas theme, right? Christmas tree decorating. Let's do tree bow. Hardworking mom. Wreath. Okay, so we'll use those. We're going to also recommend it to go to Facebook. I'm going to put her location in South Carolina. Tag products, because Lori's shop is hooked up to her Instagram. We can do this. I'm trying to think of the ribbons that she used in that video. I don't think we have any of those left. So I'm not going to tag any products, people. I'm not going to tag anybody. Allow on Facebook, we're going to allow that. And then share to the home feed, we're going to let that happen too. We got all of our tags and we got a small, I'm going to give them a call to action. Hey, like this video for more videos like this. Okay, so you see how my reel popped up on Lori's? Lori follows me on Instagram, and because I posted a reel, it immediately showed up in the feed. Lori's account, her home feed always has reels. We always have reels on here. Here's a reel. You can tell a difference with the reels because of the way they display the top right here, like up here. How it displays that. I just tried scrolling with my mouse, and then like this one right here by Southern Dormants. This is a reel as well. Another reel. You can see that reels are. Look at this. Is a reel too. This is a TikTok video, so you can definitely see that reels are super popular on Lori's account. So it's not very often that we just see regular posts anymore on TikTok. So you can see Julie Samako, she's doing reels, post, reels, post, reels. So she's not even using HGTV anymore in videos. All of her stuff is reels, which is totally the direction. That's exactly what we're going to be doing with Lori. So it totally works. Like that's how it's supposed to be. So let's take a look and see what she did here.
I took 9. Yeah, I did, I think, slightly overcommit.
How many of those did you take?
I took 9.
Most of you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below at the video. We can go over those questions for you. Thanks for joining me today in this training, and I hope to see your guys' Instagram reels, and I hope you guys will use that feature. Just remember the 2 things that we talked about with what Instagram's looking for, which is short, entertaining videos, and the best way to get them seen is by using those hashtags. Provide value, engagement, and inspiration. Okay, we'll see you guys on the next training. Have a good day.